Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 39. I have a lot to talk about today, so let's get started. Okay, so for my finished objects, last week I was telling you that I had a friend that was wanting me to make her a llama. So I found a pattern, and I went and got the yarn and put it together. So this is Lola the llama. I think she turned out fairly cute. A lot of pieces to put together, but not too bad. She's a little fat in the body, but I'll just say that she hasn't been sheared yet. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, super cute, and I will be getting that to her on Sunday, the next time I see her. Okay, so that's finished object number 1. Okay, so next finished object are some more of these squares from the 365 Days of Granny Squares project from Nadia at Yarn Utopia. And let's see, I left off on 115 last week, and so this is continuing on. I have number 116 right here. And then 117. 118, 119, and 120. And the last one for this week is 121. I really like the way the colors came out on this one. All these worked up pretty quickly this time. Really basic stitches, not a whole lot of fiddling, so pretty easy to put together. Okay, so there's my 6 squares for the week, and my last finished object is the part of the Christmas character blanket cowl that I'm doing with some of my friends here on YouTube and Facebook and other places. But anyway, it's we're doing a square a month to make this Christmas character blanket to have for our Christmas, to put on our couch or our bed, or for gifts or whatever we want to do with it at the end of the year. So we've gotten the Santa square done there, and the next one was the Christmas tree square for this month. And here is my rendition of it, or my version of it. Got it all finished. I used a purple background, all Red Heart Super Saver, I believe, is all the colors I used. If you notice on the garland, I did use a red sparkly type yarn for the garland. I don't remember, I don't have the ball band, so I don't know what color it was. It was something I picked up during Christmas season several years ago. So anyway, I decided that I will add a sparkle touch to each one of my squares as an accent to pull them all together. I've got some red sparkle yarn, as you can see, and then last square for Santa's hat, I used some white sparkly yarn that I had, and I also just bought some green sparkle yarn right here, actually. It's Karen's Party, yeah, Simply Soft Party in green sparkle, I guess. Oh, spring sparkle is what it's called. Anyway, I will be using this one in the next square. The next square that we will be starting once March is here, which just won't be too long from now, will be the Santa square right there. Oh, Santa, that is not Santa. Oh my goodness. That is a snowman. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the snowman square is next. Okay. So that's all my finished objects for this week. I do have some works in progress. I worked on several of my whips that I have had started already. The first one, of course, is the 365 Square Days of Grannies, the blanket projects that I'm doing. And this will be blanket number 3, actually, since I started from the beginning. I do have 5 rows attached. Let me back up a little bit, maybe you can see it better. I have 5 rows attached. It's 6 squares. Right now it's 6 squares by 5 squares. And I will be attaching these last 6, and that will give me 6 squares by 6 squares, and I think that would be a nice size to donate to the Project Linus donation program that I'm going to be doing, and I think that'll be a nice size for a child or teen, you know, a little smaller than the ones I had made before. Okay, so that is the first one. The second works in progress is another blanket. This is the Around the Bases blanket that I've been working on, and I'm using the Mandala Spirit yarn, Mandala in the colorway Spirit, made by Llama brand. And I'll have to back up because this one's getting pretty big. So I started out with the blue, and then it goes into a charcoal and a black, and then it goes back into a blue again. And so it's repeated that there, if you can see. And now where I'm at, I'm beginning to get to another blue, okay? And so it'll get into this real pretty blue. So I'm working on my third cake. And let me show you. Oh, if you heard something clatter a while ago, that was my crochet hook. Just a minute. Okay, here it is, because my yarn was attached to it, see? Anyway, that's how much I have left. As you can see, I'm beginning to get into the blue right there. And once I finish this, then I will hopefully be at the end of this project. Or I'll just end it where it's at. We'll see. Because it's getting to be a really nice size now. I really like the colorway in that, though. I think it's very pretty. Okay, so that is the second works in progress that I have. The third works in progress, I haven't worked on it in a few weeks, but I was able to pull it out and work on it a little bit this week, and that is the, what I've been calling the This and That shawl. It's got a German name to it, Ruana's something, but I think it translates to This and That or something like that. Anyway, I'm using the Cotton Flowers yarn. It is a fingering weight, so it's very tiny. But I started out, this colorway started with this blue, and then it went into a cream color, and you can see right down at the bottom now where I'm at, it's going into a mint green. I just finished, let's see, you can see there's a row of hearts right there in the blue. Well, I just did another repeat. I backed up and I ripped back and put another heart section. I think you can see it maybe there. And now I'm going to continue on and get to the end. There was a person that made this same shawl out of the same yarn. Here's what I have left. Still quite a bit, but I'm making a pretty good dent into it. But she had it, and she wanted to be able to use her cake up, and so she had in her project notes where she repeated, what parts she repeated to use up more of the yarn or thread. And so I'm following what she did. So I went down to like row 43, which was right below the hearts, and then she went back up and repeated the heart section. And then she went on to the end. So that's what I'm going to be doing to see if I can get more of this cake used up. So anyway, there's my shawl. It's growing. It's getting big and pretty. Okay, so there's that. Number 4, works in progress. I think I told you a few episodes ago that here on YouTube, there's a YouTuber by the name of Sarah Satch, spelled S-A-C-H, Satch. Anyway, she has a YouTube channel where she makes tutorials and reviews and just crochet related things. And she started at the beginning of the year, she started a crochet along that she's going to be releasing a part of this crochet along. It is like a sampler blanket. I believe the name of it is Harmony Sample Blanket or something like that. I've just been calling it Harmony Blanket. But what she did, she only releases a section of it, which will be 3 or 4 rows, something like that, a couple of rows, 3 or 4, I don't know. Anyway, she only does it the last Monday of each month, and so it'll be 12 sections, and the last one, of course, will be the last Monday in December, which would be the finishing off of it. And so this will be an ongoing project. And I was telling you before that I won't show it all the time unless I made some progress on it. Well, this upcoming Monday is going to be the next section of this blanket. And I'm just using it like a scrap blanket. I did increase the width of it. I believe 123 chains is where I started, and so far that's what I've got, which I showed you that before. But there's some other people on my Facebook group that is called Yarnjoy Podcast, and there's a few others that are doing that too as a way to use up their scraps. And I got this idea from Sylvia Barnes. Hi, Sylvia. And what she's going to do is she started making these small little 2-row granny squares of different scrap colors. So I made a whole bunch of them. And she's going to put it around the border, I guess, around all the edges, in other words, of the blanket as part of her design. And so I thought that was a great idea, and so I started working up these little squares to fill in or to go across the width using the same hook size and the same type of yarn, and to trim around it, because I'm not sure, I think I measured it, it was only about 35 or something like that right now, 35 inches, and so that will help me get some more size to it. So for this week, since this is the new section is going to be coming out this next Monday, I went ahead and got these little granny squares done that fit around the width, the bottom of the blanket in preparation, of going on with it. Okay, so there's that. And then let's see, that's all my works in progress at the moment. But then I also I want to mention that one of my she's a fellow YouTuber, and we subscribe to each other's channels. But this is Steph. Hi, Steph from Scallywag Stitches. She contacted me through Instagram. My Instagram name is Yarnjoy_podcast. And she contacted me and she asked me if I would be interested, or that she wanted to send me some patterns to go along with my collection of my Christmas amigurumis that I've been working on. Last week I showed you I had the reindeer done. And so she sent me a group of patterns that are for shelf sitters that are Christmas related. There's a snowman, there's Mr. and Mrs. Claus. The Mrs. Claus is really cute. I really am looking forward to doing that one especially. There's a reindeer, and I think there might be an elf. I can't remember. But she was kind enough to email me these patterns. So thank you for that, Steph. I'm really looking forward to getting started on making some of those. Probably all of them. I'll just put them, like you were saying, you put them around your house in different places just for decor for the Christmas season, and I thought that was a really cute idea. So thank you so much for sending me the patterns. Okay, and so I wanted to thank Steph for that. And then the next thing is I wanted to tell you about some, let me see if I can find them here. I'm prepared, sorry. Well, I'm not sure where I put them, so I will have to talk about that, I guess, next week when I'm more prepared. Sorry. Okay, so I do want to say that I do have an upcoming project that I want to talk about a little bit. There's a young couple that's in our church that is getting married this summer, and I always try to do a wedding gift for each of the young couples the couples that get married that we know. So I have a blanket pattern I found on Lion Brand, the Lion Brand website. In fact, it will go with this project will go with one of my goals that I have written back there on that board, crafty goals for the year, because I wanted to use at least 6 patterns out of my pattern library already that goes along with the Facebook group that I belong to called Stitch Your Library. And so I had this pattern in my library already. So I count this as one of my 6 for the year. And anyway, it's a blanket that I found. It's from the Lime Brand website, and it is a free pattern. And it is called the Squares and Panels. I think that's what it is. In fact, I can show you a picture. Just give me just a couple of seconds and I'll find it. I'll find it. There it is. I got it. Okay. There it is. Okay, so I think that this is really cute. It's called Panels and Squares Afghan, and it's made with the Lion Brand Heartland yarn. And let me pull this up and see if you can see it. I think it's really cute. I don't know if you, hopefully you can see it really clear. But the yarn, I even like, let me zoom up, maybe you can see the colors. I really like the colors. It's like blues and grays and different colors of green and aqua. It's very, very pretty. I think it's very pretty. And so I'm going to make this project for them for a wedding gift, and I hope they'll like it. I like it. And I wanted to use the exact colors that it called for because I really like the colorway. And so I've used Lime Brand Heartland before, and I've really enjoyed it. It's very soft and just very squishy, and I think it's going to be nice. So anyway, I went to Joann's to look for the yarn because it just so happens that the Lime Brand yarn was on sale for like 25% off, and so I went over to Joann's to see if I could get the yarn, and they only had 2 of the colors that I needed, and I needed like 9 different colors. And so I went by Walmart. They didn't have it either on the way home when I was out, and so I just came home and I ordered it off of the Joann's website. I did get the sale price, so I'm glad for that. I did have to pay a little bit of shipping, but they had a coupon code, so I only had to pay like $4.95 shipping. So I'm waiting for that to come in, and when it comes in, the yarn comes in, I will show you all the colors, and I just am really anxious to get started with that project. So that is an upcoming project. Okay, and then let's see. I think that's it. Thank you so much for my subscribers. This past week I reached the 500 mark in my subscriber numbers, and thank you so much for the new ones that have come on board. And the old ones, not old ones, never say old, the original, my original YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much. I feel like I've just met so many friends here. But to celebrate reaching the 500 subscribers, in fact, I believe I'm at 519 now. But to celebrate reaching 500, I am having a giveaway. It's going to be for a Ravelry pattern of your choice, of the winner's choice, up to the value of $5. And to enter the giveaway, you just have to go to, I made a separate video, I will link it below, but it's called 500 subscriber video, 500 subscribers giveaway or something like that, but I'll link it below. But if you want to enter, if you have a Ravelry account, and if you want to enter, then go to that video. Please comment on my video, this video, to tell me how you like my things. But besides that, if you want to enter, you need to go to that video, the 500 subscriber video, and comment, if you haven't already, your Ravelry name. Let me know about that. Like my video. Make sure you're a subscriber. And then next week for episode 40, during that episode, I will have a drawing, and I will choose out of I don't know, probably like I'll have a big bowl and I'll put all the names in there and pick one, I guess is where I'll do it. And so I'll let you know who the winner is, and then I will contact that person, and she'll have a chance, he or she will have a chance to pick out a Ravelry pattern that they want up to $5, and I will gift it to them as appreciation for everybody subscribing to my channel. So let's see, I think that's it. just check here on my notes. Looks like I've covered everything I wanted to cover today. So I hope everybody has a great week. We're still having kind of coolish weather. Hoping that we'll have a little extra sunshine this week. It's been pretty cloudy and gray for a while. But I hope everybody has a great week and gets a lot of crafting done. I also want to mention, well, that I'm doing a crafty swap with Lisa, Happy to Hook. Hi, Lisa. And I will be shipping her box of goodies to her. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get that sent out. Besides that, I'm anxious to get some more things started. I have a couple of projects picked out of my library on Ravelry that I maybe want to get started, but I really need to finish up some of these other projects as well, so then I can start something new. So I hope everybody has a great week. Happy crafting, and we'll see you later. Bye.